So I'm going to offer my thoughts on Indy Christian reviews. Of course, why would you listen to just some guy wearing a funny hat of opinion about anything? But in all seriousness, I came on the series well after it had ended, and several months after Zach posted his farewell video. And it left me with several thoughts. First of all, if you've not seen the series and you're a Christian and you're looking for some interesting movies, I'd encourage you to watch it. There was a lot of love and effort that went into making that series. And for me, it highlighted some great Christian films I would never have heard of. And he decided to step away from it, and I can understand that. He was concerned. He did not want to become a snarky reviewer who just trashed Christian films. And I've seen some of his later stuff. I don't think he had gotten to that point, but if he kind of sensed he was heading that way, then it was a good time to stop. Plus, he said he'd been kind of burnt out just by watching so many and doing so many reviews of Christian films. And, when you lose the passion on a project like that, well, it's pretty well a good time to pack it in. But I'm really thankful for him having it there. Now, he did say one thing in the farewell video. He was talking about how if Christians wanted to see many, people trash Christian films, there were a lot of secular reviewers who would do that. And I think that, now, there is a need for something of a middle ground from someone. Because I don't think Christian films need trash. And some of the people he cited have a tendency when they're doing their videos to come off as just kind of ignorant and nasty, making fun of things that they don't quite understand. And I don't think that does a whole lot of good, and in many ways may make Christians more defensive. I think that there has to be some good and fair criticism of when films don't do things right, when they kind of stray and they make a film that doesn't reflect the love of God, or it's just doesn't really reflect the effort put into it. I think one thing that does concern me, and I don't know whether this had anything to do with his burnout, but what I have been seeing of Christian films, and the ones that have been promoted and talked about, have been God not dead-icized. And that is a word now. I'm wearing a hat, so you have so many films that are kind of following that genre of either God's Not Dead or something like Heaven is for Real. God's Not Dead is not really a film that really edifies or challenges the viewer. It's kind of a raw session. We're all right, and our opponents are pure evil. You have some catharsis, and people will pay for catharsis. That is what they offer. And others offer, this may not be scripturally sound, this may not be well acted, but hey, it'll maybe give you good feelings, so enjoy that. I think that what Zach's series really highlighted is that there have been a lot of Christian filmmakers out there who put a lot of heart and effort into putting out some series that were really meaningful. They were not perfect. And, I think if you go back to the early days of Christian films, a lot of them were about the quality of an after-school special. But there was heart, and there was a desire to do as good as they could with what they had. And I think that there's definitely a place for someone to praise what is good and to highlight opportunities for improvement without being nasty. And I hope that someone does come along to do that. I don't say that it has to be Zach, because he's done quite a bit. And thank you so much for all that you did in hosting Indy Christian Reviews and leaving it online. It will be a great resource for people for many years to come.